What's up, you guys? So today we're gonna do something really brief. So in 2018, I set a goal to read like 40, 50 books, and I managed to meet my goal within that range. And there was a couple of books that I really enjoyed, and I wanted to share with you guys like what could be on your list this 2019. And I'd highly recommend these books. So let's get started. So first up on the list, it's Principles by Ray Dalio. So if you don't know this guy, he's like one of the greatest people out there. Like he's a billionaire and he like runs Bridgewater Investment and he's really amazing. He shares how he's been starting investing since he was a kid and like his principles that he incorporates into his daily life. And I think that's something everyone should take into note. Next up on my list was Becoming by Michelle Obama, and it's a relatively new release, having released in late 2018, but it's definitely an amazing read and kind of let me live through Michelle Obama's life, look through her lens, and kind of look back on what's happened so far politically. And it was really just a nice introduction to the political scene to me personally, because I don't read those works normally, but I actually enjoyed it very much, and I thought it was a really good read. So, and next up would be *Sapiens* by Yuval Noah Harari. Yuval Noah Harari is a really famed like historian, and he incorporates all his knowledge. *Sapiens* is really amazing because it goes back into our history of human mankind, and it has like photos, images, and like detailed explanations about things like war, religion, and why they exist. And he really got me thinking. But yeah, that was Yuval for you. He's amazing. Next up on my list was *Stiff* by Mary Roach. If you ever wonder what happens to cadavers after they die, they actually have their own life, interestingly enough. And basically, it's just things like they could be car crash testers or be like roller coaster testers, and maybe be tried in like freeze, like preservation, cryotherapy, all that kind of weird stuff. And like it goes into detail how they do it and things like that. So if you're ever curious about what happens, like I was, definitely recommend it. Next up on my list was *The Hidden Life of Trees* by Peter Wollenben. And basically, this book just tells you things that you might not know about trees, like how they might actually secretly communicate using smells, and like they might use scents, and how to like hide from pests and predators, that kind of thing. And it's really interesting if you don't know more than the basic biology of trees, so definitely recommend that. The next book I read was *Astrophysics for People in a Hurry*. Yeah. So that one's by Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm sure a lot of you know who he is. He's really famous and really established his field, which definitely legitimizes the book itself. And it's basically an overview of astrophysics and astronomy in like 400 pages or something like that. So it's not a light read, but it definitely introduces you to the field, and it gives a pretty good summary of what, like, how the universe might have began, and it kind of leaves you thinking at the end. Definitely recommend that. I also read *Experience on Demand* by Jeremy Bailenson, and recently I'm really into neuroscience. Well, okay, I've always been into neuroscience, but I'm really into like VR, AI, like really lately, and I just wanted to like have a primer last year on how I could incorporate my virtual reality knowledge with my artificial intelligence knowledge and neuroscience and how those might connect. So I definitely read that, and it gave me a primer in the sense that it goes over VR use in medicine, law, schools, and education, which is really great, by the way, and like so many other fields. So I definitely recommend that if you're into like looking at how VR might be helpful for people, and if you want to explore the field too. It's very new, so there's not many books on it, but this is one of the best ones I could find that are out there, so I definitely recommend that. So I want to do some honorable mentions because I definitely read a lot more than just those mentioned, but those were probably my favorites out of the ones that I have read. So one of the couple that I really liked was She Has Her Mother's Laugh, which kind of goes into biology. It's actually really interesting. Human plus machine, if you're into AI, you might like that. Educated, which was like, it's more like an autobiography, but it's really interesting. The Culture Code, a little bit of history, a little bit of biology. 1984, the classic, which I haven't read until last year, which was definitely worth trying, right? And The Gene and The Stuff of Thought by Steven Pinker. The Gene was about like biology, and Stuff of Thought is basically the reasoning behind thought. And for someone who really enjoys neuroscience, Steven Pinker was a must. And yeah, that's all. And just a small disclaimer at the end, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. I'm still pretty new to filmmaking and like editing, but I'm figuring all of that by myself, and I want to get better, and so I'll try my best to make better videos. And it won't be limited to like book reviews or anything. I actually want to like go into like actual you know, neuroscience, AI, VR, talk about things that are relevant in society, kind of bring them out as a conversation. That's my goal. I want to curate a conversation, and I know how to do it. I just need to learn how to edit it. So definitely look out for those videos coming soon. And if you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button. I sound really basic right now, but definitely if you'd like to, come join me and we'll curate this conversation together. Peace out.